This is the African Jumbie. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If it's your first time here, please welcome. Karibuni sana, my returning subscribers. I appreciate you. Give the video a like, leave a comment, and let's get into it, right? I've been thinking a lot lately, and you look at the situation that's happening in North America, yeah? You look at the world, guys. Look at the world today, and the world is in such turmoil. And I want to ask you, right? Because I want to speak to us black people from the West. Yeah? Aren't you tired? Look around. What do you need for you to understand what is happening? What do you need for you to understand the direction of the world, for you to see the direction of where things are going? Why are we so complacent? We sit down and we'll wait for the last minute. You're supposed to have the ability to see beyond what's in front of you. And those of you who call yourself Christian and you profess that you have this Holy Spirit that lives within you. And I'm not saying that because I'm like Muslim, right? I used to be Christian, so I know what I'm talking about, yeah? And if you have the Holy Spirit that lives within you, you're supposed to have a sense of enlightenment. You're supposed to have the ability, through the Holy Spirit, to see what's in front of you, but then also see what's beyond what's in front of you. You're supposed to have the spirit of enlightenment. Look at what's happening. I'm a black man. We are black people. We're supposed to look out for one another. We must be able to look out for one another. We have not been doing that, and we don't do that. Look at this, right? And it is something I said before on a previous video. The Jewish community all over the world, does not matter if it's in Canada, America, France, England, wherever, yeah? If the Jewish community in Toronto, Canada, face racism, okay, I'll give you an example, yeah? A few years ago, a Jew was murdered on the streets of Paris. The entire Jewish community around the world rise up in uproar. When a Jew is murdered in Toronto or face anti-Semitic in Toronto, the Jewish community all over the world rise up. The Arab community all over the world rise up when they face racism. The Chinese, every community band together so that their voices can be heard. What is happening to the Haitian community in America right now? It is disgusting. It is dehumanizing. You think they're not going to come for you? Sit down and be complacent. Sit down and cheer. Because I'm not Haitian. I was born in America. I'm American. Don't forget your history. History have a way of repeating itself. You think they're not going to come for you when they get what they want, when they use the Haitian community as a scapegoat to get what they want. Why are you blind? Why are you blind? Why is your memory span so short? Why? The Haitian community is our brothers. The Haitian community is our brothers. Came from Africa like our ancestors did. In Haiti, the history of Haiti, Haiti was the first black republic in the West. They rose up against the French and they defeated the French. Yes, Haiti have a lot of problems. Yes, you can talk about the Haitian, we can talk about it. But at the end of the day, we should not sit down and allow the Haitian community to be dehumanized. It's what they did to our ancestors, and it's what they do to you today in America, Black Americans. When you are shot on the street, they dehumanize you. When they incarcerate you in high numbers, they dehumanize you. When they say all manner of despicable lies against you, it's what they've been doing. It's what they have done from slavery, dehumanize you. Then they further dehumanize our men. They dehumanize our women by raping them. They dehumanize you through Jim Crow. They're like KKK, right? They dehumanize you through segregation. They dehumanize you through lynching. They dehumanize you by putting you into ghettos. They dehumanize you by redlining. It bothers me when I see the dehumanization of our people. The Haitian community, they're eating the dogs, they're eating cats. They are taking the goose from the parks and eating the goose. And you cheer, yay! You see black people, it's nonsense. You sit there and you cheer a demagogue. You sit there and you cheer the most despicable human being that has ever sit the office of the presidency of America. I'm talking about it because it affects me. It's our people. So don't tell me, oh, you are not American or whatever. I have been to America several times. I have tons, well, not tons, you know what I mean? I have American relatives, aunts, uncles, first cousin, second cousin, live in America, all over America, from like Jersey to New York, all the way to Oklahoma. I've been. Two of my cousins served in the US Army. One was a fighter pilot. So when I see the dehumanization of my brothers, my Haitian brothers and sisters who are only there to work, who are contributing to the society of Springfield, it is sad. You know, many people said to me, why didn't you go back to Grenada when you left Canada? Why didn't you go back there? I want to tell you the truth. I've mentioned it before. I have no love for the place of my birth. Yes, I was born there. I have never had any love for that place, and I do not have any love for that place. And I'll tell you why. I was never comfortable there. I've never felt a sense of home there, even before I left at the age of 18. Reason for, and as I get older, and as I become more aware, and as I become more awake, I understand. How can I love a place where my ancestors was forcefully taken? How can I have any love for a place that dehumanize my ancestors, that torture my ancestors, that brutalize my ancestors? This is the place that the British dumped my ancestors. And made them slaves. How can I have any patriotic love when I know the history of that place? I can't. I can't. I can't fight for a place like that. I can't. And sometimes, when I see people fighting and cheering on whose ancestors and let's not even go back that far. People today who face systemic racism are fighting for a place that has never loved them, that has never made them feel welcome, that has never appreciated the sacrifice. And I see, Joe Biden won the presidency because of black women in America. Black women, the black community, stood up. And this is why Joe Biden became president of America. And after that, what did the white racist Republicans did? They started to implement policies in different states where they made it harder to vote. And they started to implement laws that will directly affect the black community when it comes to vote. Yeah? And it's what they have been doing. We will never allow you to change the face of America. We will never allow you. You take 5 steps forward, we're going to make sure that we put 20 blockage in your way to stop you. Because they know the potential. And then you sit down and you cheer on a place that has never appreciated your sacrifice and never will. So many of our people were shot down like dogs on the street. It hurts me and it bothers me. If you want to talk about immigrants in so many flies today. If you want to talk about immigrants coming to your country, I'm an immigrant. So I understand. And maybe I understand better than you. Maybe those of us who are immigrants understand better than you, because we know what we've been through and we know what it likes to be an immigrant. Well, let me ask you something, and be honest. Immigrant in America, immigrants coming to Canada, immigrants going to England, immigrants going to Europe at large. How is that affecting you personally? What has the immigrant taken away from you personally? How has the immigrant stopped you from achieving your potential? Tell me. How has the immigrant directly affected your life in a negative way? I'll tell you, immigrants may have affected your way in a positive way, your life in a positive way. They contribute to society. You look at this, for America and all the Western countries, the so-called rich countries, they need immigrants. For what you're enjoying today in the country where you're at, what I am enjoying today, even if I'm in Africa, what I'm enjoying today has a direct link to immigrant. The Western countries are not making babies on the scale that they should. A strong economy needs a strong workforce. And if natives in those countries cannot sustain the workforce of that country, they have to bring in immigrants. I talked about it before. This country, like in the Middle East, like was it Syria or one of those countries, when they had conflict there a few years ago, right? Germany took 1 million Syrian refugees. Was it Syria? Refugees. You know why Germany took 1 million? Germany has the largest economy in Europe. So I don't like being outside in the daytime, this flies. Germany has the largest economy in Europe. The German workforce was not strong because the German people were not making babies. So for Germany to be able to sustain the number one economy in Europe, they have to take immigrants. And that's the only reason why Germany took 1 million. Governments have I don't want to say study group, but I can't come up with the right thing. Government has like study group to sit and study. Okay, through census. When government does like census, all this data is being collected, so they can know the strength of the work, the manpower, what they need going forward. Do we have enough? Can we sustain? Said, okay, well, we need to bring in immigrants. This is it. Immigrants contribute to your society. Yes, we can get into debate and talk about, oh, we have too much immigrants, or too many is coming in, they're coming in the wrong way. Yes, this is a legitimate debate to have. But in having those debates, we should not and we cannot dehumanize immigrants. And a lot of the Western countries have done things to the countries where immigrants are coming from. You don't talk about that too. You don't talk about the looting and the stealing and the you don't talk about what they do to Africa. You don't talk about what they do to South America. You don't talk about what they do to other countries. They use their power to steal the wealth of those countries. They use their power to continue impoverishing Africa. And then Africa have to go to the IMF and the World Bank to borrow money, and they use that to continue to impoverish Africa and South America and all the other countries that their feet are on the neck so they can never rise. And yes, we can get into debate about the leadership of those countries and their what. Yes, they have responsibility too. But don't forget how the rich countries, in collaboration with the World Bank and the IMF, how they treat those countries. And that is also a factor in massive immigration from Africa and from South America and from Europe. Whatever. Think about what America did to South America in the 1980s. And they are still feeling the effects today. But when they come and lie to you and they tell you that Venezuelans have taken over it's a lie. It's a damn lie. A Venezuelan gang have taken over an apartment complex in like Colorado or wherever. It's a lie. And then some of us spew that lie. And when they come and tell you that like murderers and killers and rapists are coming, my friend, how many murderers, how many killers, how many rapists, how many drug dealers were apprehended? How do they know that an undocumented immigrant is a murderer and a rapist and a killer? Yeah. You understand? We must not spew lies against our people. And listen to this, the vice presidential candidate for the Republican Party had said from his own mouth, I made up the story. He made up the story, but yet still, we are helping them spread the lies. We are helping them dehumanize our people. We are helping them. And you think, I've seen Americans, black Americans from Springfield. They said that the racists cannot differentiate who is Haitian and who is black American, and we have been targeted. You see what I'm saying? Wherever you are right now as a black person, I don't care if it's in Africa, I don't care wherever you are, go to Springfield right now and you will tell me that the target will not be on your backs. Go to Springfield right now, get up from where you are and go to Springfield right now and tell me if the target will not be on your backs. This is the African Jumbie. Thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to like the video, leave a comment. Let's talk in the comment section. Peace and love. Continue sharing with me. Bye for now.